You wake up, or rather, you hatch, and instantly your life sucks. The first thing you see is a cracked eggshell and a bunch of your siblings, all slimy, blinking in the dim light. The second thing you see is your mother's massive jaws opening wide, and it hits you. She's not here to cuddle. She's here to eat you. Welcome to the world, little Komodo dragon. You don't have time to think. Your brain screams, "Run!" You and the other hatchlings scramble out of the nest like your tiny lives depend on it. Because they do. Behind you, your mom snaps her jaws shut, crushing one of your siblings like a bag of chips. You don't stop. You can't stop. Because if she doesn't get you, the other adult dragons lurking nearby will. By some miracle, you make it to the trees and start climbing. Your baby claws dig into the bark as you scramble up, heart pounding. You glance down. Yep, there they are. Grown-up Komodos sniffing around, waiting for any hatchling dumb enough to fall. And that's how your childhood begins. Alone, hungry, and constantly in danger of becoming someone's lunch. For the next few years, you live like a fugitive. While the big dragons prowl the ground, you stick to the trees, eating bugs, birds, and anything smaller than your face. It's not exactly a 5-star buffet, but at least it keeps you off the menu. You start to grow, slowly. Every day you watch the adults rip apart deer, pigs, and sometimes even each other. Their sheer power is terrifying and kind of inspiring. One day you think, that's going to be me. But before you can start throwing your weight around, you have to survive long enough to reach the ground. And the second you do, you realize just how ruthless being a Komodo dragon really is. Your first real meal on the ground isn't handed to you, it's a test of pure savagery. You're creeping through the underbrush when you spot a rat. Your instincts kick in. Pounce, bite, shake. The thing squeals, blood drips, and for the first time, you feel like a true predator. But just as you're about to enjoy your victory, something massive crashes through the bushes. Another dragon. Bigger, meaner. And he's not here to share. You don't even think. You grab what you can and bolt up a tree while he snatches the rest of your kill. Lesson learned. If you want to eat, you better fight for it. Years pass. You grow. You get faster, stronger, meaner. At 6 feet long, you finally step out of the trees for good. Now, it's your turn to steal food from the weak. You start small, scaring off younger dragons, snatching scraps. Then, one day, you take down your first real prey. A deer. It's sick, barely able to run, but that doesn't matter. One bite. That's all it takes. See, your bite isn't just powerful, it's toxic. The deer stumbles away, but you don't chase it. You don't have to. In a few days, infection and venom will do the work for you. You just follow the scent of death. And when you find it, dinner is served. Now you understand why Komodos rule this island. You don't have to be the fastest hunter. You just have to bite, wait, and enjoy. But just as you start feeling unstoppable, nature reminds you who's really in charge. You're 10 years old now, full grown, 10 feet long. You've got scars, a reputation, and a taste for blood. But power in the Komodo world doesn't go unchallenged. One day, while feasting on a carcass, another male appears. And he's just as big as you. He eyes the meal, then eyes you. You both know what's about to happen. He lunges first. You barely dodge. His teeth slash across your side, pain explodes, but you don't back down. You twist, snapping at his leg. He roars, tail slamming into your ribs. You lock eyes, breathing hard. Neither of you will leave unscathed. Then, a fatal mistake. He stumbles, and you strike. Your teeth sink into his throat. He thrashes, but it's too late. You let go, stepping back. He wheezes, stumbles, and collapses. You won. But at what cost? Your side is torn open. You're bleeding. And Komodo dragons don't get medics. Infection sets in. Your own toxic bacteria turns against you. Days later, you can barely move. You fought for dominance, and now nature is taking its revenge. You collapse under the sun, watching scavengers circle. The island doesn't care about kings. It just waits for the next predator to take your place. And so, the cycle continues.